Now I'd like to introduce our first session. We have a lot of firsts at this year's workshop. It's the first time we're back together in person since COVID, 4 long years. It's the first time we're meeting in person since we achieved our very first drug approval, which we'll talk about a lot tonight. But actually, I think most importantly, it's the very first time that a young adult with progeria is moderating the opening night patient session. Amazing. Sammy Basso, a brilliant, insightful, funny, and forward-thinking young scientist of almost 27 years old, will lead this session. This means more to us than we can say, because it means that we as a community are making real progress. More children with progeria than ever before are entering young adulthood. That would not be possible without the patients and families, scientists, clinicians, volunteers, and supporters in this room. Sammy was one of our very first clinical trial patients, as was Megan, who will speak as well, along with the amazing Carlos, who's part of our younger community. They've been taking lonafarnib for a very long time, and they're here today to inspire us to work better, stronger, and faster towards even better treatments and the cure. So please help me in welcoming Sammy, Megan, and Carlos to the stage.
I'm so excited. Thank you, Leslie, for your beautiful words. And hello, everybody. Thank you very much to be here. I'm so happy and quite scared, helping to moderate the patient session. But I'm very proud to have the opportunity to tell a little bit of my life, my experience with the progeria journey, and most importantly, I'm very proud to be with my partners in crime, Megan and Carlos. I thought a lot what I could have told you, and it is quite difficult because many would be the things to say, despite I'm quite sure that the words cannot really express what I feel and what I'm feeling right now. As I said before, as Leslie said before, I'm almost 27. I'm a 27 years old person, or I should say an old person of 27 years. And I'm the oldest person with progeria recognized living nowadays. I'm involved in the progeria research journey since many years ago, and not only because I was born with progeria, but also because I wanted to be as more involved as I can. So I'm actually the spokesperson of the Sammy Basso's Italian Association for Progeria and the international ambassador of the PRF, a role that I'm really happy to share and live with Megan, the one of ambassador. But let's start from the beginning. When I was a baby, progeria was not so visible. I was a quite normal baby, so busy on playing with my parents, as you can see in this picture. Here I was with my dad, Amerigo, my hairy Italian dad, Amerigo. Or as you can see here in this picture, here I was with my mom, Laura, and I didn't believe I couldn't have so long hair as she had that time. They are both here today, because, you know, Italian parents are just a little bit obsessively close to their son and daughter. I'm joking, of course. When my parents discovered I had progeria, their life ruined against them. That time there was no information, there wasn't research, there wasn't anything. You don't need me to tell you how our life changed when we knew about PRF and what it means for us to meet other families with progeria. In my case, I was too young to be conscious of that, but it was a pivotal step for me to understand that scientific way would be probably my way. Here it was in the first time I went in lab. I was here in the United States, in the NIH, with my friend Lino. And I can remember that day as it was yesterday. So during the years, I understood how to live with progeria as a kid. Then as a teenager, now I'm ready to live my life as an adult. Here you can see how I feel the overwhelming majority of the time. Here is how I really look like most of the time. And this is who I really am, if you ask the friends. During my life, I did a lot of great experiences. I could not to say anything to the amazing trip on the Route 66 I did with my parents and with Ricardo, a great friend of mine, and a troupe of National Geographic. I had the opportunity to see the States from the east to the west, walking on the desert or on an enormous skyscraper, visiting the creator of The Simpsons and the producer of Avatar, and more than this, simply staying with people. I had also the opportunity to receive a new identity. In fact, a Navajo chief in the Monument Valley gave me a Navajo name, Chanagai. That means person with a long way to live. Such a good name to be called with. And in general, to be with people is the thing I prefer in my life. Thanks to my foundation, I had the opportunity to meet so many different kinds of people and to do so many different kinds of events for sustaining the research, for doing a correct scientific disclosure, to help in our little way, the PRF. For example, thanks to the involvement in my foundation, I discovered that I really love to play theater. I love to mask and to be someone different sometime, and in the meanwhile to express some parts of me I cannot express normally. With my foundation, I had the opportunity to meet people who let me to participate in different projects. For example, to be involved in a first aid campaign in my country, or to visit the CERN of Geneva, and many, many others. Anyway, despite the scientific disclosure and fundraising are such serious things to do, we never forget to have fun. That is why my friends and I created the Sami Runners team. We are a team of crazy people running marathon and other races for sustaining the research. We want to spread the message that alone we can arrive so far, but together we can arrive there where alone it was impossible. Like for me to run tens of miles. They are my closest friends, they are my tribe, they are the reason why I'm able to face my life smiling. Why am I saying all these things to you? Why am I telling you my story? Not because I think you are interested on. Well, maybe you are, but this is not the reason why I'm doing that. Nor because I'm a self-referencing man, because I'm not. The real reason is just to let you know that a life with progeria can be so full and so worthy. You still know that, it is clear, but I want to say you that from my perspective of patient, you are the reason why I can say I am living now. You are the reason why I'm still here, the reason why I'm still alive. The reason why I'm damning happy to enjoy all the things that life can give me. With your job, fighting every day harder for arriving to a solution, you are giving me and other patients the opportunity to live our lives. That is why I chose to become a scientist, because I want to do the same. In fact, you are not only the reason why I'm still alive, I'm still able to wake up every morning, you are also one of the reasons why I'm happy to be alive. The world can seem a bad place sometimes, but looking to the scientific community working on Progeria, I understand it is not. It is such a very beautiful place to live in. In 2 years, there will be the next PRF workshop. After 25 years from the PRF Foundation, after 25 years from the birth of the research on Progeria, in each goal of this type, in terms of time, we must ask ourselves if we are going in the right direction. Well, looking to my story, looking to Megan's one, you'll hear it from her, and looking to the energy of Carlos and many other patients, I think that the answer is yes, we are going in the right direction. When I was diagnosed, 14 years was the lifespan given to me. I'm almost 27. That is what it means to have treatments. That is what it means to have research. We were never being so close to a cure than now, and we will not stop until we will have one. We must do that for the new upcoming generation of kids with progeria. We must do that to honor the people with progeria who are no more with us in the physical world, but who are every moment present in our mind, in our heart. And now, let me to spend some words for thanking someone else. My family, firstly, who's here. In Italy, we say that the apple doesn't fall far from the apple tree. Without them, I would not be the person who I am. They fought my battles when I was too young for doing that, but they also taught me how to fight them now that I can. I couldn't be more grateful, despite I don't say them as many times as I should. I want to thank Riccardo, Gabriele, and the other Riccardo who are here too. They are not only my closest friends, but they are also close collaborators inside the board of my foundation, loyal mates with which live my life. I don't have biological brothers, but definitely they are the best brothers I could ever hope for. As a great man used to say, we are trying to live our life, never missing a party. I want to thank all the PRF staff for the amazing job they are doing during these years. Many should be the PRF people to thank. Let me to thank one special person in place of everyone else, Audrey Gordon. She's every time ready to work together, to involve me in so many beautiful projects, and to lead the PRF every day ahead. She is also every time ready just for chatting with open heart with me, sharing thoughts, experiences, and values during the daily life. And finally, I want to thank a special family. Without them, all this great involvement and community would not be here today. Leslie and Scott. They are the reason why everything started. They are the fuel through which all this can go ahead. I cannot imagine my life without you two, really. You are like a mother and a father to me. You are the mother and the father of us all. Thank you for being part of my life. With you and Sam, I lived some of the moments I will remember forever as the best of my life. Thank you very much. Thank you. I speak for a too long time, I know. So you will be so happy to hear someone else. Megan, you are so inspiring. I will not say anything about her because you can hear by her voice. So I'm very happy to let the stage to her. Megan, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I think Sammy said a lot of wonderful things in his speech. Very well spoken. I'm very torn in my speech because Leslie's mad at me because I didn't plan anything ahead of time and I didn't send any pictures in. On the other hand, Scott says that I should definitely do things on a whim, so that's what I'm choosing to do right now. Do we have the clicker?
Yes.
Thank you. I do have a few pictures. Thank you. Yeah, so hello, I'm Meg. I am, just for a little introduction, I am 21 years old, almost 22. I am graduating college in December with a major in creative writing and a minor in science. So much of what I do is not scientific, but I like to kind of take science and bring people in it, which is what I'm kind of going to be talking about here for a little bit. I have been the ambassador for PRF for a number of years that I can't name right now because I don't know how long it's been, maybe 7. And that's been wonderful to come to events and be able to talk and see everybody here and just kind of bring the community together. These conferences are great because we get to see all of the people coming here together who do everything for us and help find the cure and help find treatments, which is fantastic. And another really wonderful aspect of PRF that I think goes a little more unsaid and is a little more rare in terms of like different conditions is that we're a very close community of people. There are only about 200 of us in the world, and it seems like that would lead us to be pretty isolated. But PRF has done a wonderful job of bringing us all together and giving us the resources to find each other and find community and aspects of us that are similar to each other. So, how does this work? So we go to a camp called the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, which is a camp for people with different illnesses where they can come and just be who they want to be and be whoever and get taken care of. So many of us in the United States have been able to come, and even from outside of the United States, have been able to come and just be together. And it's a really wonderful community building place. I met some of my best friends there, Lindsay and Kaylee, who you will see several pictures of. These are not in any order, so... this is Carly, who's also one of my lovely friends, me and Carly. I am hoping maybe to work at this camp at some point, and I just think it's a wonderful place for people to come together and just find people who are like them, which is very important. I don't know how this works. That's me and Lindsay. I met Lindsay at camp, and she is one of my best friends. She's kind of like my little sister because she's 3 years younger than me, and we can talk about pretty much anything together, which is fantastic. And that's me with Callie, who's younger. I forget how old she is, but this was also at camp. Oh, that's all the pictures I have, apparently. But
Next talk.
great. I will not spoil that. Let's go back to this lovely picture. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I just wanted to highlight the aspects of community that PRF has managed to bring together. Even from the very beginning of these trials, PRF has paired children together so that we weren't alone. So even before at least I was really aware of my condition, I was around other people who were similar to me, and that just meant a lot to have that space for me and for the parents and for everybody involved. It was great. So it's lovely to remember that in light of all the science going on, that there's also the people involved, and just, yeah, it's a fantastic, fantastic organization. So thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
Thank you, Megan. You are so inspiring, as every time. And I'm sure everybody will have absorbed a lot from you. Do you? Yes. Great. So, I think it is now time to give the stage to the younger of us, Carlos. But I think we have a video for presenting you, right?
Yes, we do. And I think to start my speech, it's not in spiral or like the other ones you two have. I didn't plan nothing, and I didn't send pictures. I have just a video because I make little funny videos for Instagram, so I have a video to show.
Great.
É só para avisar que semana que vem eu entro em férias, tá bem? Ok. Como é que eu posso perder em contato com você? Espera eu voltar de férias. Ah, mas e se precisar resolver alguma coisa importante? No caso, você pode ligar para outra pessoa, né? E se for uma emergência? O 90?
Well. Oh, thank you. So I'm just gonna have a little story about me. I am 12 years old, the youngest one, still in 7th grade, so I don't have any job yet that I still want to do. But I would say chemistry and cooking interest me. Let's see what that leads me to. And I lived in Brazil for a long time, and when my parents also discovered Progeria on me, it was a big difference for us because Progeria is just here, and we went to a lot of doctors, and each one told a different story, which was kind of concerning. And they wanted to do tests on me, so we went to a specialist in rare diseases on a big city or state of Brazil to see if he knew. And that's a story that makes my mom very emotional when she tells others, because it was when the nightmare finally ended. Yeah. And we stepped inside his room. He looked at me and said, "You guys want to know what he has?" And he told us that I had progeria and that the treatments was just here. So then, I went here in 2 years to do the week tests. And now I live here. I'm making, think, 3 years here. Yeah, maybe 2 to 3. And it's my birthday month. I'm going to be 13. Teenager. Which is a little scary word for me. Because, like, for me, I was 5 yesterday. But growing up is scary, guys. And day 24. Yeah, 24 in November. It's getting close. And now I forgot what it was. Let me think. Okay, now I live here. And it was just a lot different. I need to learn a new language and everything. Went to school. The first days, I hated it because I didn't understand nothing. And I kind of like school. Yeah, a lot of kids don't say that. But I do. And now I know English, and it's much better to speak with people, communicate, talk in school, understand things. And one of the things that I best like is to coming here and living here is to meet other kids with Progeria. Because now I know 3 of them. Megan. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. It's like hard inside my head. And Sammy, and another girl from Brazil that she came here to do the treatments for the first time, and my mom helped her, her mother and everything. And I forgot her name. I have very bad memory. But I was so happy to meet other kids because in Brazil I felt lonely. And my parents just put me in private school because they feared that I would get bullied in Brazil in the public schools. So in the private schools, I didn't. I had a lot of friends. I had friends and everything. But yeah. And this coming here and now, because in Brazil, it's a very good place, but people are curious. So one time people stopped and asked me, what does he have? What is his disease? And my mom got very mad at that because she feared that would make me sad or something. And then here, that doesn't happen. I will say that you guys are awesome. And privacy, awesome. And yeah, it's just very good here. I love it here. And yes, I like my country. It's a very good place. But I like it here too. It's not like it was a big shock on me, but in Brazil, I move it a lot too. Because first I lived in a little farm, then after a city, small city, then a big city. So yeah, I'm very usual to changing places. And just waiting here, meeting other kids with Progeria. And now I want to say that my speech is over. Thank you.
Carlos, you are a superstar. He told me I'm so shy. And he is not. I prepared a lot of questions for you, but you did everything alone. Great.
Thank you.
Great. I'm so happy to see such a young boy, a new teenager, coming, and good job.